Testing. Oh my god. Okay, my bad. I got one viewer on here. Can you hear me? Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. This whole damn time I was breaking down the charts and I and my mic wasn't working. All right. Yes, yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Um, well, we're gonna have to run that shit back. Let's run it back from the top. Okay, look, I'm gonna go ahead and potentially place a trade here. So here, if we get above, if we can get above this, if we can get above this level here, this four. My apologies. This thing's acting goofy, as normal. Look, if we can get above this level here, I like this little pullback here. If we can get above this level, 15,439, I like it to the upside, so I'd be going long here. The market's about to open here, but let's see if we can get something interesting here. Because ES is making higher highs. So we have this 30-minute supply or 10-minute supply, as you can tell. Like, we just broke past that level. I just don't want to see a rejection here. I would want to see if we can come down, if we can close above this, come down and then test this level. I knew that shit was going to the upside. How'd I know? How'd I know? Because I know, bro. I just know. We saw ES making higher highs. Um, gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Would you look at that? We broke past that level. Unfortunately, I didn't get to hop in there, so I'm not getting in that. A lot of sellers just stepped in. We're not getting in that. I don't I don't care if we see the immediate retest. That's way too aggressive. See that sell off as soon as we hit this level up here? That's insane. Thing is, ES isn't really selling off here. That's insane. Look at that. ES is making higher highs. What? Doesn't seem like it had a strong sell off like we saw here. I'm gonna just have to wait on this. I'm gonna have to wait here. Now it's always risky to get in. It's always very risky to get in as a market opens. But I have been feeling a little more comfortable doing that just because I'm starting to understand the context behind the market, which this is why I knew we'd see higher highs if we broke past this level here. So we rejected to the upside, right? We broke past these levels up here, and then we hit this level of resistance slash it was a prior rejection, so it's acting as resistance there. But once again, as I was saying before the market opened, when nobody was able to hear me, um, we are like in between a bunch of different levels. I do think if I had to be biased, I would be biased to the upside because we have some supply zones up there that I think price will gravitate towards. However, we're gonna have to see some kind of bounce here, bounce off these levels, and then find continuation. Because if you look at the prior action, they've had the upper hand here. Like the last hour, buyers they took control, they formed demand, and they've been trying to make higher highs here. So I am leaning towards the side of buyers. We're seeing this bounce here. If we can maybe break above like this level again, this 435, I'd be willing to go to the upside because I see ES making higher highs here. It's not struggling the way Nasdaq is struggling here. Ooh, we do have an issue here though. We do have this like 5-minute supply zone here at this 45.24. So I'm not really interested in going long here. If price continues to struggle here, because we're being met by this little supply zone that I just drew, right? If price continues to struggle here, I'm gonna go short here on ES. I'm gonna take it short actually. And the only reason I feel comfortable doing that is because we are a little overextended here on ES. And we're hitting this psychological level. Yeah, let's give it a shot. We're gonna go short here on ES.
Order filled.
Going short here on ES. Risking about 2 points here. Uh-oh. I'm gonna get stopped out here because this is not what I expected it to be. Risking about 2 points. If it continues to go higher, yeah, it looks like this isn't gonna work out. I just like that we were kind of overextended. We're hitting this, this psychological level, this 45.25, and then it also happens to be a supply zone. So that's one of the reasons I took it. Right, we gotta see Nasdaq. Okay, I'm still in the play. Stop loss is at 45.28. And I did go lighter size on this one just because something's telling me that I don't know if it's gonna work out, but there's a few confluences here that I like. We're overextended, we're hitting the supply zone, And it also happens to be that 50% retracement. I like that NASDAQ is now cooperating. NASDAQ is now, it looks like selling is stepping in here on NASDAQ. Come on now, baby. Let me see it. Let me see it. Very choppy action here so far with NASDAQ. Not a fan. Boom, broke it. Bam. That's what I wanted to see. Now if we can find some continuation, that'd be amazing. Boom. There it goes. There it goes. Let's go, baby. Let's go short. I'm actually going to take a few off the table here because I don't really feel comfortable with this. We sold.
Order filled.
Yeah, so I took a few off the table. I just don't feel all that comfortable with this play. I'm hoping this struggles here. Let's go. That way I can kind of move my stop loss a little bit. I'm moving my stop loss here to 25, 45, 25. If it goes lower, great. We got to break past this. There it is. Boom. Now once NASDAQ hits this level of support down here at this 15,395, that's where I'll take, I'm moving this to break even here. So there's no way this can go red on me. Not the best play, I'll be honest. I felt a little anxious in that one, if I'm being honest. But I did like that we were overextended. We saw a little bit of a struggle here, and then we hit this 45.24, and then we also had this 50% retracement here, which I pointed out this morning. There it goes. Vámonos para abajo. I'm gonna. Let's get this. I want to hit this 45.15. That way I can take a few more off the table. This 45.15. We had a very strong rejection, right? If you're looking at the higher time frames, very strong rejection. I'm moving my stop loss to 45.21. I think that's fair. This is another target profit here, this 45.15. If we can come down to it, I'm going to take some more off the table. That would be about a 10-point play if we can get it. Right now my stop loss is at 45.21. I don't want to see it get above 45.20. That should be a strong psychological level, right? If we get above it, that's gonna be a bullish indication here. I'm going with the bears right now. Let's go with the bears. $45.15. That's where I'm gonna sell a little, buy a little more. I'm gonna buy. Once again, we went short up at this 45.24 level. Vámonos para abajo. Up.
Order filled.
We hit it. Boom. Let's hit it, baby. Let's go. We hit 45.15. So that's when there it goes. There it goes. Where we going? 30-minute demand? 45.11 maybe? Yeah, this is the next profit. I have 3 more contracts left. But if we can get this 30-minute demand, I think price may want to fill that imbalance there. We did just hit this level of support here on NASDAQ. Let me show you what NASDAQ's doing real quick. We hit this level of support here, so we hit that at the same time as when, all right, I think I'm not liking this this rejection here. We're spotting a lot of buyers, so stop loss is at 45.19. If I get stopped out, no biggie. No biggie, no smalls. Look, so this support level hit at the same time as ES was hitting its that little double bottom that we saw in the morning. I'm probably gonna get stopped out here at 45.19 unless, you know, sellers step in here, but we did see a pretty strong rejection right now at this these lower levels. We did come pretty low though. We did break past like the actual level of support and we came down quite low. How low can you go? How low? Oh, I like this. Me likey what I see. I would love to see, if I go back to ES, I would love to see this 30-minute demand zone hit. I don't know what's kind of holding us up right here. If I'm being entirely honest, I don't know if it's this zone here, because we do have a little zone here that we broke past. Or it could potentially be this candle here where we saw a lot of buyers. So I'm not entirely sure, but I'm going to just hold it. 45.19 is my stop loss. If we get above that, of course, I'm going to get stopped out. But if we can get to this 45.11, that would be amazing. I would love to see that. And just for anyone watching, a little trick, right, is using both of these, both of the markets to come up with a trade idea. This is why I had a really good feeling market was gonna go up in the first few minutes, was because we were forming a double. We formed a double bottom here at the same time. ES was pulling back, right? It was pulling back, so that's one of the reasons I felt really comfortable. Well, not I felt comfortable, but I was really confident that price was gonna go up within the first few minutes, right? 45.19. That's the level for me. Like I said, if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. But I like that Nasdaq is coming in clutch and it's making lower lows here, so it makes me believe. It gives me a pretty good feeling that price could potentially hit this 30-minute demand, and that's where I'll take the rest of my position. Nasdaq is doing pretty good right now. I can't lie. It's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. All right, come on, baby. I need you to hit that 45.11. I don't think I'm asking for much. It's just you just go down. You got to go down just a little bit more. Un poquito más. Un poquito más nomás. I'm tempted to boom my stop loss. I'm tempted. It's still at 45.19. I want it to come down to this 45.11. It is giving us a little bit of a struggle here. Man, if you haven't already, please like the video. That's the only thing I ask for, is if you can like the video. And then once again, we are live streaming every single morning. I drop a lot of gems here, especially right now that a lot of people aren't watching. I'm breaking down the strategy. I'm breaking down the markets. If I had a lot more people watching, I probably wouldn't drop so much game. But right now, since there's a few people that hop in here, which I appreciate. I'm dropping a lot of game for those people. So once again, just like the video. That's all you gotta do. It's like buttons down there in your screen, right? Shouldn't be hard to find. We got 3 more contracts here at 45.19 is my stop loss, and I really wanted to see 45.11 hit, but I don't know. We're a little overextended. No, don't. It's about to hit. Oh, and it just hit.
Stop filled.
That's how I feel about it. Didn't make much on that play, about $200, but fuck, I'll take it. Pan comido. Let's go. So I want to see what Nasdaq. Well, why did Nasdaq bounce off of this, right? We did have. It seems like we had a level here. Ooh, we did have. Seems like we had a little demand zone down here. At this 15,375. We had a little level of demand there, but for me, it wasn't significant enough to mark it down. But I guess it did hold up. It was respected. But yeah, pretty strong rejection here. So I guess I'll mark this down now. We'll mark this as resistance plus rejection. So not resistance, support plus rejection. Okay, so could be a level of interest there, right? We saw a lot of volume come in as we hit that level. Right now, don't really know what to make of this. I'm not really seeing anything worth trading. This is tough action because we're literally in a sideways range. If I take you guys to the higher time frame, let's go to the 30 minute. Look at the sideways range that we're in, right? There's no edge here. So if you want to hop in under these market conditions, you really have to buy low and sell high, and that's exactly what I did. I noticed we saw a key level here on ES, and I sold high. I sold high. We took that shit all the way down, so it did work out. But yeah, there's no edge here, dude. Honestly, if right now we're hitting, if you if I take you back to this, if you just see this as a downtrend, right? Just focus on this downtrend here. Notice that we're hitting from the top to the bottom. Notice that we're hitting the 61.8 retracement. That's something interesting. Both on ES and Nasdaq. So if you're on ES, I would encourage you to check that out. Just from the top to the bottom of that move to the downside. This move to the downside. We are hitting the 61.8 retracement on both of those. Whoa, that scared me, dude. You know what that means? That means I have to do another market checkup, right? So that just means, hey, I'm gonna go from I'm gonna do my top down analysis here, see if I spot out anything. Something I recently implemented, and I would highly encourage you guys to implement too, is just put a timer every 30 minutes or every hour, and just go through like your top down analysis. Go from the higher time frames all the way down, see if you spot anything or anything new that formed. I think that could be a game changer, right? Anything new worth pointing out? I'm going to the 1 hour. I'm going here on the 30 minute. See if I spot any new levels of interest or any new supply zones or demand zones. I'm not really spotting anything here on NQ. Just of course the support and rejection level that we marked down here. This could potentially go short. We could potentially continue making lower lows here, but I'm not a fan of this setup. If I'm being honest, I'm not a fan of this. I was looking at this 45.15, like once we broke past this candle here, I was looking at that to go short, but not really something I'm interested in taking. It's not the best setup. Although we did bounce off of that 61.8 retracement. So I'm not spotting anything new here. Man, if this makes lower lows here, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be pretty pissed because I was looking to get in right here at 15,415 here on Nasdaq. Here on ES, nothing much has changed, right? We broke past. Well, we hit that 50% retracement. Saw price struggling. This right now, the selling pressure is looking pretty strong here. I think we may potentially make lower lows here. This 415 level, that's where I wanted to hop in. I just kind of hesitated there. Yeah. But we're making lower lows now. We still have to hit that level of demand here on ES, and if we hit it and then we also hit this support level on Nasdaq, you never stop working. Yeah, I'm not really noticing much here. Nothing to point out. Buy low, sell high. We could potentially bounce here. All right, we did see a very strong move to the downside, a very sharp move. Usually it's followed by another sharp opposite move. So I don't necessarily feel comfortable shorting or going long here, but this could potentially be a setup that you may want to take this, because we did hit this 45.10, which is a psychological level, and then we're hitting here this support level down here on Nasdaq. And actually, let me see what's happening here on the. Oh yeah, we just filled that gap here on the Qs. If you go to QQQ, we just literally filled the gap here. So looking back, not looking at this now, that does give me, the confluence that I wanted to maybe hop in here. right, well, there's not much to point out here, to be honest. Other than we just closed the gap here on the Qs, right? We're hitting this. Let me take you guys to Nasdaq real quick. We hit this this support level down here. If you look at the higher time frames, we've bounced off of this level quite a few times, and at the same time, ES hit its 30-minute demand zone. So quite a few confluences to go long. Quite a few, right? Not something I'm looking to do now, because we do have some pretty strong selling pressure. But also, if you understand price action, I mean, just look at this sharp move to the downside, right? Look at this sharp move. What needs to happen is price needs to fill this imbalance here, right? We see a whole lot of sellers, not a lot of demand, right? So now after finding some buyers down here, buyers is going to want to fill all these sellers, fill that imbalance, and maybe come all the way up here again. I mean, but just notice like the sharp sell-off. Like that's the one thing that I want you guys to notice, because this tells you a lot of information here. If we break above VWAP here on ES, it's a wrap. We're going up. We're going up here. We just broke above it. We're breaking above it. Let's see if we can stay above it. There it is. Had I known that we closed the gap here on the Qs, honestly, I would have got in. I didn't see that till after. But as soon as we close the gap here on the Qs, that gives me enough confluence to get in. And once again, we have this level of support down here. We have a 30-minute demand zone, which was already highlighted. All of this is broken down during the pre-market analysis. We had support, we had 30-minute demand. And then on top of that, we closed the gap here on the Qs. Definitely should have hopped in there. And I really think we're going to test the highs here. We're going to have to. We're going to test the highs here. Appreciate you guys liking the video. Yo, if you guys got any questions too, just feel free to shoot it. Shoot your shot. Shoot your question, dude. I'm here to help you guys out and also learn along the way from you guys. So this can be a value exchange, not only, a value exchange. Yo, if you guys forget it. I don't know. I was gonna go off topic here, but it doesn't matter. Well, obviously this worked out, right? Kind of overextended play. We saw a bounce off of key levels here. It worked out. So that's one of my plays, you guys. That's one of my plays. I like to play those. Once you start watching the market every single day and you just study it, you back test every single day, you'll start to realize the way it behaves. You'll start to realize the patterns. that it forms. This is a high probability setup. So if there's any beginners on here that wants to add this to their bag, you want to look for an overextended play. All right, I'm going to give you guys a little gem from my notebook. This is an overextended play. You know, very sharp move to one side. It's overextended. It bounces off a key level, and it also happens to be a psychological level. Right? So I'm not making this up. Right? This is literally from my notebook. Would we agree? Do we agree that 4510 is a psychological level? 4510 is a psychological level on ES. Right, so we bounce off that demand, we bounce off support, we fill the gap on the Qs. I mean, what more do you need at that point? What more do you need? Now, I could be upset that I didn't hop in the play, but instead I choose to be happy that my play that I have written down in my notebook actually played out. May not have made money from it, but I am happy to see that, you know, this play does hold it down. It's definitely one that's worth trading here. It's got to be able to hold it down. Right, I drew that trend line there. If this gets below it, you know, let's just pretend that I'm in this play, but if this gets below this, if it gets below this psychological level here at this 15,400 level, that's when I would probably get out of my position. But as long as it remains above that and it respects this trend line here, I think you're golden. Because we're just finding a little bit of resistance here right now that we hit this VWAP. So this would have been a nice place to trim. And now, if this closes below that level, looking at the 1 minute here, if it closes below that level, then I'm hopping out. That's just me though. Maybe you guys see it a little differently, but yeah, if this closes below that 15,400, then that's a good place to get out. Once again, we can't expect continuation under these conditions. We're just in a sideways range. We're in a sideways range, so we can't expect continuation. So context is really important. Context is really important. So right now, you definitely want to be going for shorter targets. That's just me though. That's just my opinion. You want to be going for shorter targets. Take what you can get, because I don't really see. You know, we're gonna come close here to being open for an hour now, and we haven't really moved much. We're in the middle of a range, haven't really gone anywhere. Price hasn't picked a side. We keep bouncing. We're like playing ping pong right now, going from one side to the other. Like we can't expect continuation. And I don't think we have any economic events today, so we shouldn't just see a random spike in volatility. Yeah, we have nothing, but we do have this upcoming week. I think, if I'm not mistaken, yep, we on Thursday we have CPI, unemployment claims, so that's gonna be a good day. That's gonna be a good day. And then on Friday we also have core PPI, and then we have consumer sentiment. Another solid day there. We should have some volatility. We should expect some pretty good moves there. So in the meantime, price could potentially just stay, when we're looking at the higher time frames, price could potentially just stay within the same, in the same range. All right, so we're making higher highs here. So if you didn't listen, I mean, you're like, fuck that fool. You could potentially be riding this up. Let's see if it can make higher highs. As I told you guys, I would have been out of this play the moment we closed out of 15,400, just because, I would really want that level to hold, but we're finding a little bit of buyers here. Let's see if we can get some continuation. We are coming close to hitting the highs here on ES. I'm gonna just mark that out there. Maybe this could present a short opportunity. Not right now, but if we bounce off of this level up here, this 45.26, and at the same time we bounce off of NASDAQ here, because if NASDAQ fails to make higher highs here and it bounces again from this level, this could present a nice opportunity to the downside. Context, my friends. Context is everything. If you like this, for instance, if you like a shoe, but that shit don't fit, then why even try it on, bro? You know what I mean? Same thing here, bro. You may like a setup, but if the context doesn't fit around your trade idea, then why even try it, bro? So that's, right now, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, but I just noticed that I'm just noticing that we bounced off of, that we're bouncing here on NASDAQ. So this trade may be invalidated here, but you know what I mean? That's literally how important context is. When people talk about real estate, right? or real estate agent, what is he, or a real estate investor, what do they always say is the most important thing about real estate? Location, location, location. Hey, same thing with trading, man. It's the same thing. Context, context, context. Same thing as location, location. Like, where are we on the charts? Uh-oh. YouTube is being goofy. It's saying that it may potentially be laggy, so let me know if it's laggy. I would appreciate it. We haven't had any issues yet. Last week it was completely fine, so kind of surprises me to see this. There's two things that can be happening right now. It's either we're finding acceptance at these levels, or price is really having a hard time here making higher highs, which could be bearish, right? So if we find acceptance, that's bullish. If price is struggling to make higher highs, then that's bearish. And I like to think it's bearish, but the way it's consolidating, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure here, so it makes it difficult to place a trade here as much as I want to. We are also hitting the highs, so that's why I think price just may be having a hard time making higher highs. But the way it's consolidating right now, just kind of forming this little box, it almost looks like it's finding acceptance. Man, had I caught that trade, I probably would have been done for the day. Ugh. Now I gotta put overtime. Gotta stay clocked in. Not unless, man, if the market just stays like this, then I'm gonna just run with what I got today. You guys saw the little trade that I took this morning, right around 6:37, when we bounced off of this level here. I'll just go over it for the people that maybe weren't here. We bounced off of this level here. We were kind of overextended. Once again, this is the same move, right? Just on the opposite side. We saw a very sharp move, very, 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 very sharp move. We hit a key level up here, right? Not only on NASDAQ, but also ES, hit a key level, and then we broke down, boom, right? So same thing here, very sharp move to the downside, boom. Hit a key level, bounced up. I think this may be finding acceptance here because we are bouncing off of this 415, happens to be a psychological level, happens to be VWAP. I think we're just finding acceptance here of these levels, and we're going to make higher highs. I mean, ES is already starting to make higher highs here. I actually wouldn't mind going long here on NASDAQ if we can get down to that 415 level. If we can get down to this 415 level down here, I wouldn't mind going long. But I don't know if we're gonna end up, if we're gonna come down, because ES is making higher highs here, so I think it might just, oh, there it is. Gotta look at the higher time frame. Has anything important formed, right? Look at the 15-minute, look at the 30-minute. What's anything new that's forming, anything worth considering? Nope, same thing, right? Same thing, not much to point out. $44.15, $4.15, man. The only thing is, this is looking kind of bearish. All right, I'm gonna go long here. Fuck it.
Order filled.
We're going long here. Saw a pretty strong push. Let's see if we could bounce off of this. Got in at 419 here, 15,419. It also happens to be a psychological level here on ES. This 45.25. After finding some acceptance, I think we could potentially make higher highs here. I'm moving my stop loss break even. I don't feel too comfortable here. but it looks like it's moving in my direction now, so which is nice. I got in at 419. All right, let's see it. I got to see some continuation here. I don't want to see it consolidate again.
Stop fill.
I got stopped out. Oh well. I didn't really feel comfortable in that one, if I'm being completely honest, just because we saw some pretty strong sellers here step in, and so as soon as it moved in my direction, I was expecting price to continue to move higher, but yeah, this is like a 50-50 just because we're super flat right now. The EMAs are flat. I'm glad I got out. Whew, look at that. It would have broke past my stop loss there, so I'm glad I got out. This 45.26, that level I just highlighted, looks a little interesting. It looks a little interesting, not gonna lie. If we can get above that, I may, but we have to bounce right now. We have to bounce right now. And if we get above that, then I'd be interested in going long. Let's see if we can bounce, see some strong buying stepping in, and break past that level. Because this could just be a pullback. Ooh, would you look at that? This could just be a pullback, dude. There's a few things lining up here. If we get above that, I'm gonna hop in here. And I wanted to see a fast, strong break past this level here. Boo. This is booty. I wanted to see a strong bounce, fast break. Didn't quite get there. We're now coming down. I'm kind of over it. Yeah, I'm over it. Let's go. Omar Sub. My tocayo right here. What's up, homie? Sounds like you you made this. You made your username. You made your username just for me, dog. Is that really your last name? Is that your last name, sub? Cause I would have thought like Omar subscriber, you know. Ooh. 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 Man, I like the volume that's coming in here. I like the aggression. We may go long. I may end up going long here. I just want this 2 minute candle to close, maybe above it or something. Bam! Oh my goodness. Relax. Okay, hold your horses. Don't go too fast now. Are you serious? You're gonna take off without me, huh? This thing just took off without me. Fucking A. How inconsiderate are you, bruh? Great. Great. That's great. Oh my god. Fucking Nasdaq moves too fast for me sometimes, bruh. I'm over here just trying to walk and I just see it sprinting right past me. Ugh, that's annoying. Very annoying. This is what you have to put up with when you're a scalper. You know, prices, a lot of the times, it's just gonna fucking dip. It's 15,427. As soon as we broke past that, that's when I wanted to hop in, and then didn't really give me a chance here. Come on. I'm looking here at the 1 minute. If the 1 minute can come down here to this 15. This 15,426. That's kind of where I want to get in. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Fifteen four 26, 15,425. That'd be a good area for me to. I'm hoping this is just like an immediate retest here. So if it can come down just a little bit, slow down just a little bit, allow me to get in. That way we can take this bad boy long. Just come down un poquito más, un poquito más. Alright, I'm hopping in. Fuck it.
Order filled.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's go. Vámonos. Now we can take off. Now do your thing. Do your thing. Go, 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 go. Pa arriba, pa arriba, pa arriba. Let's go. We got in at 15,428. Let's hope this thing goes up, please. Don't fail me now. Dude. Dude. You're going the wrong way. Come on. Supposed to go up, up. I swear to God, though. I swear to God. No, I don't swear to God. No. Come on. Please, 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 please. I'm going a little crazy. I think I'm going to call it after this trade. I'm going too crazy. You're going the wrong way, dude. The only concern here is if this is a freaking double top or this is a level of resistance up here, then I like the buying that stepped in though. We saw some really nice buying. Buying has been, or buyers have had the upper hand, right? They've been making higher highs. Well, not making higher highs, but they have been pushing this thing up. And I would really want to see a test of this high up here. Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you very much. Let's find some continuation and let's get this thing rolling. Let's go up. So we got in at 15,428. This is my setup right here. As you guys know, there's not a 100% guaranteed setup. There's only high probability setups, which means there is a small chance of it losing. And I just hope that this time around I don't lose. Yo, what's up, my boy Cam? What's going on? Yeah, I'll let you know once I'm finished, bro. Pa arriba, pa arriba. We're making higher highs here on ES, which is one of the reasons why I thought, hey, maybe this can work out. And it is working out. Okay. Now, what I would really, really want to see is us get to this very high point. Because I know we got, so I would probably trim some, although I'm looking at this 10-minute supply here. I really hope that this thing doesn't break us down. I wouldn't want to see this pull back, so moving my stop loss to break even. Boom. I don't want to see this thing pull back into my level. Oh, because you already pulled back once. If you pull back twice, I'm going to stop out here.
Stop filled.
That's how I feel about it. If you pull back twice, then I don't like that. I don't like that. Sorry, I had to get out. I just had to. But I think I may go short here, to be honest. If it's not long, I go short, right? It's got to go one way or the other, right? This 15,420 level looks attractive. I'm a be. It's gotta go one way or the other, right? All right, let's. No, what are you doing? Yeah, so I got out because, I mean, it had already pulled back once. If it pulls into that level again, my setups work best when we just have that one immediate retest and then it just finds continuation. So I didn't want it to pull back again, and I'm glad that I moved my stop loss to break even because look where we are now, right? We completely broke past the level that I felt comfortable with. I'm looking at this level here just because I know we have a lot of support up here, right? Look at all these wicks. We have a lot of, or not support, but resistance. And this candle here, plus we broke past this last strong push from buyers. I just the one thing that kind of concerns me is that we are kind of flat here. Like my EMAs are flat, VWAP is flat, and that just makes it for lower probability setups. We don't have continuation here. We don't have a direction. We're just kind of right in the middle of the range. So I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna place any more trades, to be honest. Not unless I come back later and spot anything new. But as of right now, we were just talking about context here, and it's not promising right now. All this, it's not really promising in my opinion. I agree, you guys. You guys are dropping gems. This is exactly what I love to see. Um, yeah, we're all on the same page here, man. We gotta be patient. We're completely flat, and yeah, I had to move that stop loss, bro. I was as soon as I saw it turn back around, I was like, nope, nope. Market is anticipating some big news, right? I mentioned earlier that we have PPI, CPI, DPI. You call it all of them. I'm just kidding. That was silly. No, we do have a lot of reports coming out though. We do have PPI. We do have CPI. We have consumer sentiment. And so I think market, these next few days is gonna be anticipating that news. As you guys know, it kind of slow when we're anticipating news like that. So, I kind of did expect this. We were kind of like in between a range. So, when we're like this, there's not much of an edge, unfortunately. So take what you can get. So far, we got one winner. I'm up on the day, and I don't know if I feel comfortable risking any more trades. So I'll stick around for a little longer, but don't expect too much from me. I'm gonna just chill here and watch this because I got nothing else to do. So, and there's nothing else that I would rather be doing. I like looking at the charts, to be honest. This is what I do. Don't talk to me about sports. Don't talk to me about anything. Just talk to me about charts. How about that? And it's quite ironic because I'm a huge basketball player. I play basketball like every single day, but I don't watch basketball. I don't. I watch this right here. This right here, just man, it keeps me entertained and it just keeps me learning too. So I guess you can say I'm a little boring, to be honest. You see, bright minds think alike, man. And you have the same name as me. Fuck, I'm gonna get along with you, bro. Hey, we're live streaming every single morning. We're live streaming every single morning, so you guys are more than welcome to swing by tomorrow. I'll be on here at 6:20 Western time. Not Western time. Western time? Or is it Pacific time? I don't know. 6:20. I'm out here in California, so 10 minutes before the market opens, I will be on. Yeah, Pacific time. That's what I meant. I said Western time. The fuck? Yeah, you see, we're just this right here is just a consolidation. I don't like it, dude. What time do you wake up? I'm curious, cause I'm waking up at 5 nowadays. It's been a process. It started off with 6, and I was like, nah, I need more time. I was like 5:30, and then I'm like, maybe just a little more time would be good. So now I'm at 5. If I keep this up, I'm gonna be waking up at 3 someday. I'm just kidding. I would never do that. I'd never wake up at 3, but I think think 5 for me works out. I go to sleep like around 9, so I still get enough sleep. I still get my 8 hours of sleep, so yeah. I mean, I'm gonna walk you through through my routine, okay? Um, since we got nothing else to talk about, because this price action is kind of boring. Um, so I wake up at 5. First thing I do, I go in the shower, dude. I go in the shower, take a cold shower. Um, that just refreshes me, right? And there's a bunch of different benefits to it too, but I just do it because I feel super refreshed. I go for a little walk, um, and then I'm like on the charts maybe like around 5:40, and that kind of gives me enough time to set up and whatnot. Um, Set up the live stream, set this up, but I usually just go shower, prep a tea, go for a walk, and then I'm on the charts. Boom. And that works for me. So I would highly encourage you guys to take a shower before the market open. I think you guys will feel really fucking refreshed and you'll be ready to go. I wish I had enough time to get a workout in. I think I'd feel much more amazing. But yeah, I don't have enough time to do that. I'd have to wake up like at 4, and I ain't trying to do that, to be honest. So yeah, that's my little routine for you guys. Um, we're bouncing off that level here, if you guys notice. Not really, I wasn't comfortable with taking it, but we are bouncing off of this level here, which it's letting us know that sellers are in control. Um, I don't know about this. It's just we're like in between the range, very choppy action. Me no like it. I'm rocking that good. I'ma be. Do we have anything new? I wish we did, man. I'm looking at the higher time frames here. Not really much worth pointing out. Yeah, this ain't it, you guys. This ain't it. I think I did miss a couple opportunities, honestly, that I should have taken, and I'm kind of yanking out my hairs because I didn't take them. But it is what it is. You know, I walked you guys through them. We were kind of overextended here at 7 a.m. We hit a support level. We also hit a demand level on ES, and that was a really good trade. Um, yeah, that's the only other one that I probably would have taken, or that I should have taken. But you know how it goes, man. You know how the cookie crumbles. You just miss some trades sometimes. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, but I have been watching SPY and QQQ a little more closely, just because I know when we close the gap, it's a pretty good setup. Anytime we close the gap, it's a pretty good setup, and if you have some confluences on top of that, anything extra, it just makes it that much more stronger. So if you guys are looking at the QQs at the Qs and SPY, I think you guys are on the right track. Yeah, right at 7. That's when we closed that gap, and we had a nice little bounce. I'ma be rocking. Found some acceptance. there he goes. So it did bounce off that level. That's the level I wanted to get in at. That shaded little area there that you guys see, that's the level I wanted to get in at. But yeah, whatever. I don't feel bad. It's just didn't really like the setup after seeing the way we bounced off of here. Although I will say we did see pretty low volume here as we retrace, so that's something else that I look for. We did find a little bit of acceptance here, acceptance. Then we had a little push up from buyers, not a whole lot of volume. So maybe considering those things, maybe it was a good setup. But you know, I'm just speaking out after the fact. It doesn't matter. I just want to point out some of the things that I look for: low volume as we retrace, and acceptance here. Yeah. I mean, if we break below, oh, there's that 30-minute mark. If we break below this 15,392, you guys can tell we had a little bit of a rejection here. You know, maybe we can get down to these levels down here, down to, because it now seems like price has picked. The markets have picked a direction here. Man, we got 6 viewers on here. I love to see it, man. I was a little lonely last week, so I love to see we got a few people on here. And if you guys can hit the like button, I would highly appreciate it. That's the only thing I ask for. And once again, we're live streaming every single morning, so stop by tomorrow. I'll be here mañana. I'll be rocking that good. I'ma be. Is the sun out yet? Ooh, yes. Sunny California, man. It feels good to be out here. Wouldn't want to be out here forever, but that's a whole different conversation. But I love to see the sun in the morning, so I think I'm gonna call it here, you guys. I hope that's okay with y'all. But we had a pretty good trading session. We're up on the day. Missed out on a few opportunities, but we'll get them tomorrow. All right, you guys. Once again, appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace. Don't forget to like, by the way.